Good evening, YouTubers. It's me again. My name is Kid Gamer Music Lover, and I'm back with another video. But first off, I do want to apologize about my live stream and all when I got to the sad part and all. So yeah, about the whole GED stuff and all. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sorry. But anyway, speaking of GED, this is gonna be my very first episode I'll be doing on teaching you guys how to pass the GED. And I did say before, I'm doing 5 episodes for this whole entire month, bi-weekly. So yeah. And episode 1 is math, which that's my very first subject I took and passed on the first try. I made a 158 and all, so yeah. And the reason why I chose math first, because I'm strong with numbers. I'm strong with numbers, and I've been taking math since I was in school. So yeah. But then I was in a bigger math class for the whole school year. But then I struggled on my 7th grade year. So it put me in a small group class of math. And then I got better in 8th grade, so I moved up higher. So yeah. In high school, I've been in the regular ed math class, team top, but other subjects, small group classes, special ed, so yeah. So, anyway, on to the subject topic. So basically, on the math test, there's mostly basic algebra, where you can just add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And that's the easy part right there. So yeah. And remember the pandas, like the old joke back in the day, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Basically, you gotta do the steps in order. So, hold on. Steps, actually no, not in order. I meant do the steps strongest to lowest. Oh, so yeah. So basically, you add that number plus that number times that number and minus that number equals what? Always starts out with the multiplying, because that's the powerful one. Multiplying those two numbers first, and then you go on the left side, and then after you times it, is that number plus that number minus that number now. Always go to the left side. Just start out next. Always go to the left side, start out next. So yeah, so plus that number. After you add that, then you subtract that number. And there you go. And the next step, that number minus that number plus that number divided by that number. Start out with division, which that's powerful too. And after that, that number minus that number plus that number and all. So yeah. go to the left side, start with dividing. Go to that side and you subtract on the left side. So yeah, after that, then you add, and there you go. So yeah, always pay attention to the parameters. To start with the powerful number, powerful. What's it called? Hold on. Order operations. So yeah. Yeah, order operations. So yeah. Sorry. And also, greater than, less than. Look at that carefully. Here's a secret though, which I had a hard time with that back in high school, but in GED, I got a hang of it because my teacher told me a secret. Think about the alligator in the crocodile's mouth. Think about the back part of the arrow is the crocodile's alligator's mouth. So basically, the mouth wants to eat the bigger number. The mouth wants to eat the bigger number. So yeah, that's a secret. The alligator / crocodile wants to eat the bigger number. So yeah. So it's kind of easy though. It's really easy when you do greater than, less than. It's really easy to think about the crocodile / alligator's mouth. It wants a bigger number. So yeah. And so yeah, that's easy. Greater than, less than. Think about the crocodile / alligator's mouth. So yeah. And greater than, less than, equal to. So let's see. Hold on. Dang it. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. Dang it. Greater than, less than, with equal to. Greater than, less than, equal to. Greater than, less. Greater than, equal to, and less than, equal to. Meaning, it could be that same number, or that is greater than or less than. So yeah. Greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. It could be that same number, or the number that is greater or less than. So yeah. And there are also some true and false questions too, true or false as well. So yeah. There's also true or false and word problems too. Word problems. And I had a hard time with word. And I had a little bit of hard time Sorry. And I have a little bit of hard time with word problems though. So yeah, I have difficulties with words and all. So yeah. And functions. 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 Functions as a graph, you gotta make sure the line being cut once. You gotta make sure the line in the graph being cut once. So yeah. Mm-hmm. And yeah, being cut once. So yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry. And for the table functions, you gotta make sure that the x has different numbers, not the same number. The x has different numbers, not the same numbers. So yeah. But the y can have the same numbers. The y can have the same numbers. But the x needs different numbers. So yeah. Hold on. Can have the same numbers as the exact number, and that's on the previous part. So yeah, the y can't have the same number. You look at the previous number on that part. So yeah. Like x -2, y is 4, x1, y is 5, x6, y is -3, x is y is -3, and x1 and y is also 5 again. So yeah. And there's going to be, and also find the volume 2 and look at the formula sheets with the help of the calculator. The formula sheets, you can use the help with the calculator and all. And there's also there's also scientific notations on it too. Which scientific notation on it too, so yeah. Which the expression, you gotta go to the right. If expression is positive, go to the right, but expression is negative, go to the left. On the right side, you get hundreds, thousands, and all. So yeah, 100,000 and all. So yeah, but for negative, you'll get tens place, hundreds place, thousands place if it's negative. So yeah, so that's on it too. Those questions on it too as well. That when I was taking it off. So yeah, and slopes. You gotta remember rise over run. That's on it too. So you always start going either up or down, and then after up or down, then left or right. So yeah. But if you go up or left, down, and go right, it turns the fraction will be negative. But if you go down and then left, it becomes a positive. So yeah. So be careful on that. It can trick you. Be careful. So yeah. That's going to be on the test and all. And also, there's also mean, mode, and median, and range. That's going to be on a test. That's going to be on a test. So mean, add those numbers up as you see, then divide that number, then divide that into how many numbers you see, like examples 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add all those up, and you get 15 divided by 5, because there's only 5 numbers you added. And there you go. And mode is the most identical number. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, and 5. So 4 is the most identical because I said 4 3 times and 3 twice. And all. So yeah. And median is the middle. Yeah, but don't rush right away. It could trick you. Just put the numbers in order from lowest to highest or highest to lowest. So yeah, in order. So yeah. So yeah. Or backwards. So yeah. But it has to be in order. So yeah. So that's going to be on a test. range. Oh, and also, but if it's even, you gotta put, like, if it's four numbers for median, you gotta put the second lowest and second highest, add those two up, and add those two up, and then you divide it the two, and you'll get the median number, the medium number. So yeah. And for range, the biggest number minus the smallest. That's easy. Easiest one. Biggest minus the smallest. And also minimum, quadrilateral, and maximum. So yeah. That's gonna be on it too. But speaking of that though, I'll tell you after. And for slopes, back to the slopes, which was the last one. No, I know, two more. The slopes. The last one. y2 minus y1 on top, divided by x2 minus x1 at the bottom. So yeah. And also sorry. And also x equals y plus that number, and divide x. Actually, no. Hold on. Actually, no, I was wrong. No. X plus y equals the total. Never mind, I got it wrong. Sorry. So subtract x on both sides, so you get y by itself. So you get y by itself. Or x equals that number plus y. Subtract that number as well, and get y, and also get y by itself. Also get y by itself. So yeah, it's tricky, and that is the difficult part I don't like. That's difficult, not difficult part, not the difficult part, but kind of like medium. I would say medium. So yeah, usually have a hard time with that one, but then I got a hang of it. So yeah. So yeah, and also one more thing, Pythagorean theorem, which is C is the total, which is A plus B equals C the total with exponents. and then you gotta do the square root to get the total. So yeah. And there's perimeter too as well, radius. But the formula sheet, you make sure you look at the shapes of the formula sheet. Make sure you look at the shapes of the formula sheet. Don't rush right away. Look carefully at the shapes and find a formula sheet for that shape. So yeah. Yeah, don't rush through it because it will trick you. Don't rush through it. It will trick you. So yeah. And also, dividing the fraction, that number, the whole number divided by the fraction. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Yeah. Keep the whole number, change the division to the multiplication, then flip that fraction up, then flip that fraction over. So yeah, like 1/2 transforming to 2 over 1, 2 over 1. So yeah. And multiplying. So yeah. And also, two over 3 plus 1 over 4. Find the denominator, which is the bottom part of the fraction. Bottom part of the fraction. So 3 and 4 is 12. 12, they go into 12. Both of them go into 12. 3 goes into 12 4 times, 4 goes into 12 3 times. So put the 12 on it. So put the 12 on that side. 2/3 equals what numerator? 12s. Plus 1 over 4 equals what numerator under 12? So yeah. So yeah, find the denominator, that's something in common, so yeah. When you add and subtract. But multiply stays. Multiplying stays. But you can do a shortcut, like 2 over 7s or actually no, 2 over 5s times 9 over 14. So on the left side, go to the top part, and on the right side, go to the bottom part. You can just, 2 can go to 14 7 times. So turn that 2, so divide that into 2, so you can turn that 2 to 1/5, and turn the other 2 to 9 over 7. And then after that, you multiply, you get 9 over 35ths. 9 over 35, so yeah. So anyway, that is all for the math test. That is all for the math session of GED. You got this. And I'll see you guys next week with science. So have a wonderful, happy 4th of July with your friends, family, loved ones, and stay safe. Be careful out there driving out of town and going to clubs and bars. So yeah. Oh, and also, one more thing. I did, when I was doing the quadrilateral, me and my friend made a joke. Me and my friend was doing one of the questions, and we saw Nikki, Mario, and Paula, and then he said that Nicki Minaj has the same quadrilateral as Super Mario. That is and they are lesser than Paulatina. So he made a joke about that and all, so yeah. But anyway, I'm out, guys. I gotta get some sleep because I'm gonna go out of town early today, so yeah. So nice kicking movies over sign off, so take care. I love you. God bless. And peace out. Happy 4th of July and be safe out there. Bye for now. See ya.